I'm here. I'm Yogi Chris, Captain of IMC Nation here at Pegasus. Oh, what happened, dude? It just ended here too. Huh?
It said it ended on Instagram, but I was back at him.
Yeah, mine ended. Bro.
On Instagram?
Well, I was doing two because I got my second backup channel today.
I want to see this one.
Oh, we're gonna split screen on it? Okay, there might be an echo with that.
Fuck, such a. Okay, good.
It would be nice to split screen. I mean, you could go to another room or, dude, this just ended also. Dude, my live streams are ending spontaneously. That's amazing. Focus on lens on the middle of the screen. I don't know what it's a laptop, brother. I don't have like sophisticated camera attached to it. TikTok, we're about to get started. This is all just the pre-talk. Joshua Ramos, what's up? What's up? We'll just go live. I don't want to give it a title.
On Instagram?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. I'm not because I'm tired of waiting. So my lack of patience. So here we are. Oh, Instagram, what's up? I'm Captain Yogi Chris. Sultan's going to be joining from AZD IMC Nation Instagram. And we're talking cool communication, city slicking communication. AZD IMC Nation requested to join, go live with AZD IMC Nation. And I'm not going to put it in the tripod, actually. I'm just going to put it right here. Ah, this one ended again, bro. What's going on? Something's not right. I must be like banned or something. That's something. This is Pimpin' Yogi. Oh, what's up, Instagram? People joining. What's up, youngster? I was just telling the guys about you. This one just ended. Bro, what's happening? My TikTok hasn't done that. So it's not the Wi-Fi because that one is only Wi-Fi. There's no cell reception for it. Whoa, dude. Now this one is still youngster. Okay, you're on. Oh, I see what's happening. I see what happened. I see what happened. Both my tablet and my phone were going live on the same account. So when I was going live on that one, it ended that one. And so since you joined, it cut you off. The thing is I really want to go live on that one, but whatever. Oh yeah, we are. Oh really? Well, okay. Okay, last time, guys, I'm going live on this one. So yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna go live on this one, and this is the one I'm gonna go live on. And then
go live again. So be prepared to join back. Talking.
Yes. Good. Thank you. Yes. So we're live, guys. Instagram, this is the last time it's going to cut out because we figured out what was going on. So here in a second, Sultan's going to be joining. What's up, TikTok? What's your name? My name is Yogi Chris. Chris DeVilba says government name if you fucking want to look up my fucking criminal record, which is so non-existent. But maybe find something. Let me know if you do. Everybody else, we're live. Oh, yeah, there's Zoom. We're streaming. The people that I was streaming to YouTube, so you guys are seeing all these technical difficulties. Last time this will happen because this is the first time we're doing this, so we're going to get better. What's up, AZD IMC Nation? View, go live with, and going live on Pimpin' Yogi account also. So we should be live on 2 Instagram accounts. That's killer. What's up, Pimpin' Yogi Instagram account? We're going live here with AZD IMC Nation. I said to acknowledge. It didn't do it yet. We also have guys on Zoom, guys on TikTok. What's your name? Doug. What's your name? Doug? I'll bet it's not Doug. You know what? You have a headphone on?
Yeah.
Audio cut out? Well, I mean, I don't know why I would do that. No, I don't even know how to do that. Oh, no, it wasn't muted. How about now? Is it better? There's a little lag, so give it a second. I don't even see you, if that makes a difference. Look. Oh, really? So I'll try again. Go live with AZD IMC Nation. That's probably why there's no sound. It's like very slow to connect. So probably a mistake to use this phone. Or not phone, whatever. What's up, guys? We're here, IMC Nation stream. It's still not doing it. Fuck. Josh Ramos, you're on my Pimpin' Yogi account. That's astounding. Fuck it. What I'm gonna do is last time with this device now, I'll go back to the IMC based one, go live, because right now this has no sound. So it's something to do with the device, which is a weak device. So last time I'm gonna do this. So I'm going live in 3, 2, 1 on this device, and then just join the new stream. Should be cutting you off right now. Okay, so Vargas and Adrian, you're still here. I don't know where TK went. Beta. It's good to follow through. All right, what's up? What's up? This is, oh, I got the camera turned around. I'm Yogi Chris, captain of IMC Nation, founder of Ninth Limb Yoga. And we're here with Sultan. We're going to stream about IMC Nation. Woo, I got a Pimpin' Yogi account right there. Hell yeah. Error. You've been logged out, Pimpin' Yogi. No, I didn't change the password. Are you on? There, view request, go live with AZD IMC Nation. Okay. Algorithm. What does that mean? There it is. Turn the volume down. All right, what's up? There's an echo.
Yeah, I muted myself.
You muted yourself.
Yeah.
Interesting. So then they'll hear you through my microphone? Okay, so you'll have to speak up, speak loud. You hear yourself. Oh shit. Yeah, so you don't irritate yourself. If somehow you can even take the headphone out with it still connected, it'll disconnect. Shit. Get me in, boys. What does that mean? JC underscore. Cool. I'm glad you guys are joining. It's good to be on. This is Cool Communication with Sultan. And we're trying a bunch of tech here that is, man, I wish there was a better way to do this almost. It is quite complicated. And you could be next to me maybe, but then that's a little intimate. You know what I'm saying? Because you could, well, you just push things back and then you just sit there. And then you're on camera. Okay. Okay. Guys on Instagram, comment if you're hearing him fine. Guys here on the laptop, comment that you hear him fine. You know, and I speak loud, so he's going to need to speak extra loud because he's muted over there. Yep. And yep. So we got DJ Side Effects, Tony K, Armando Vargas, and Adrian Garcia on. There's multiple Adrian Garcias in IMC Nation, so you guess which one it is. And we're live on Instagram and TikTok, and this is streaming to YouTube. And everybody, welcome. I'm Yogi Chris, Captain of IMC Nation with Sultan Guardian. We're talking about cool communication and, you know, what have you learned, Sultan? I'm curious, and then I'll share what I've learned also about cool communication as a subject, how that's useful, helpful to guys, and, you know, the innovation thing you're having.
Yeah, you know, back when I was doing real estate before I was really started to study ADD, my communication was just like, it was too proper. And it was not interesting to listen to. It was not attractive to listen to as a woman. And it was just very robotic. Like, you know, there was no slang. Like, it was like the words were too straight. Everything was straight. There's no curve to the language, no curve to the words. And it was just very inauthentic. So it was dull, it was dry, it was boring, you know. So one thing that I've picked up from AZ just by being around, just being around him, like let's say I didn't study anything, but just by being around him, listening to him speak, I really freed up my communication to be able to say what it is that I want to say when I want to say it. And you know, when you do that, a lot of things will happen. The first thing is you will start to offend people because you're going to be uncalibrated. You're going to say the wrong thing at the wrong time because you've been so like you've been sitting with like a stick in your butt for so long talking that you're unaware that when you switch the way you communicate, it's gonna offend some people because you don't know how to calibrate to the person you're talking to or the place you're in when you're talking. So there'll be times where you'll probably offend somebody or make a mistake in the way you're speaking, and you'll learn from it. So you won't do that again. But you gotta go through that to get here. So it's not just you listen to a lecture and now you're like the greatest fucking street communicator. Now you're perfect and you can talk to anybody. That's not how it works. It takes a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors, and then not only that, but then someone to point out your errors. Right? And that's what guys would be like. Well, I'm learning game by just going out in the field and what did they say? They say I'm going out and getting experiences, but how do you know you have the right or wrong experience? Like, how do you know what you did was right or wrong? You don't have anyone to tell you what you did was right or wrong, because there is a right and wrong. Your results will tell you, but you're unaware of your result, or you're unaware of what you're doing. So you get like a result, like maybe a girl will say something to you, and you don't know if it was right or wrong because you don't have a coach. It's like you're boxing, and a boxing coach tells you, don't pivot your foot that much, or you gotta push your leg into the punch. You're just punching. You're not putting your whole body into the punch because he can see that, but you couldn't see that. That's why you pay the boxing coach to teach you. So one thing that's changed a lot, like the biggest change for me has been there's more freedom in my communication. And I'm aware that there's times where I'm like being too professional. And you gotta snap out of that. It's like that's how real estate agents are. They're too like fucking man. They can't even like say the word like crap, like as a real estate agent. Yeah, they can't even say poop. They can't even say poop. They really can't. Like they actually won't. Like you think we're joking, but that's actually the case. And there's a lot of real estate agents who are studying ACD. So you are really chained by the way you communicate, and you are just there's no authenticity in the way that you're talking. Like you're talking really from the mind, and that's something that I still do. I still talk too much from the mind. There's no heart or ball, communication from your balls. You're just talking from your head. So you're really just walking around like this big ass head. You're just talking from your mind all day. There's no heartfelt communication. So that's something that I've observed in my own communication from studying ACD and being in camps and just being around him all these years.
Yeah, communication's everything.
Yeah.
You've been on quite a journey of evolution over the years, and finding my voice is fascinating. And how strong I can really be. I didn't realize how weak I was being with women, and still am. I'm still improving, and it's so much in your habits and behaviors, and you create a whole new experience just as you interact with the world. And day after day, interaction after interaction, it just compounds and adds to itself. And so when you make these adjustments in your character and in your communication and listening to people and hearing their perspectives and seeing their perspectives, like if just you become a really great communicator, and that opens up so many magical pathways. It seems magic, like how things happen, and they almost never happen as fast as you want, to the degree you want. But it's undeniable that the shifts are happening. And cool communication is everything you said. It's cool to be authentic. It's cool to be present. It's cool to speak from your heart, hear from the heart, speak from the head, hear from the head. And knowing how to do that, that's what ACD teaches. It's literally communication techniques are so hard to price. And it really comes down to a person, how much they value their own life. Because that's what's going to improve when you learn communication. People that are, so cool is also very creative, right? You have to step out of the box, of course. Unpredictable, artistic.
You have to be willing to say the wrong thing. You might say the wrong thing. Like if you're afraid to talk, if you're afraid to do it, if you're afraid to communicate, nothing's gonna happen. You sit quiet, or you just be extremely proper, and you'll be the guy that nobody wants to listen to, especially when you're out. Like there's been a lot of times we're out in the field and there's like a new guy comes and it's like, bro, you don't even listen to the guy talk, because it's like he's holding court and he's fucking boring. Like, but this is also a practice to listen to the guy, to be able to practice listening, because You're going to talk to people when you're out and they're really boring. You're going to talk to girls and they're really boring. Well, I mean, every girl's boring. Well, have you talked to a girl that's actually like, it's very rare you're going to come across a girl that's fun to talk to. You're going to have to like make her fun to talk to because you got to like sprinkle your communication on her, and she's gonna follow your lead. So when you're interesting, she'll be interesting as well. So in the beginning, she might be boring, but you gotta like go through that and listen to her and find out what she likes. Like what Captain was saying, like you look at some of that is well, actually to kind of go off track, but not off track, still on track, which is when you're talking, are you comfortable with saying the things you're saying? And what I mean by that is, can you actually comfortably say the word fuck? Can you say that? Can you like see this thing is I'm gonna get censored if I start saying these words, but basically think of some words that I would get censored for saying here, but think of some words, even some private parts, say talking about somebody's private parts. Can you say those words? Can't be able to say the word private parts. Can you say those words like confidently without stuttering or feeling awkward or weird inside? Because if you feel weird about saying like faggot or whatever, it's gonna come across to the person you're talking to. And if you're being intimate with a woman and you're talking dirty to her, but you've never talked dirty before, it's gonna be so weird, bro. You're gonna be like, you're not gonna want to do it. Either you're not gonna want to do it, or you're gonna start doing it, and she's gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, because you haven't practiced saying those words by yourself, or you just haven't said those words. Those words haven't came out of your mouth before. So that's something that also, I learned is you have to be able to say anything. Like AZD says, fuck Jesus Christ. Like a lot of you guys can't say that. You'd be scared to say it because your mom or your dad or whoever has a problem.
Well, I mean, he says it repeating, Manu's words. And,
right.
He says it as a principle, like, get desensitized to these words.
Yeah.
Cool communication is definitely not sensitive liberal. Sensitive liberals are not cool. And when they are cool, if they have like, let's say some musician or something, he's cool in certain arenas, but he's not cool in life because he's too sensitive. Where he's cool, he's free to communicate. I told a girl once I want to like her face.
I want to like her face.
Old me scared. Say that. I want to like her face. Okay. I don't really know what that means. It kind of sounds like saying like you have a good body, but your face isn't that good. I don't know if that's what you're trying to say, because that's what it says when I want to like your face, right? Or I don't know.
You gotta force yourself to like your face.
I want to like your face, like, or is that saying you have a good personality? I wish I liked your face. So
that's a egg right there. That's like
what I'm saying. I don't know about that one.
Disrespectful.
But I'm glad you get the balls to say it. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. Maybe type it again. So cool. Yeah. Being, not insensitive, but just not being sensitive or frail with words, because it's very uncool to, it's one thing to like have principles and stand on principles and have philosophy and whatever, but that's different than being too and say that to me, or how dare you say that to me. That's just emotional.
Really?
Yeah, which is like, yeah, it's very disconnected from reality, because person's words can't hurt you, sticks and stones, whatever.
Yeah.
So it points to ego, really, and ego is frailty in that sense. Again, different than having principles. Let's say, as a man, I lead my woman because it protects her. So that's a principle. Versus as an ego, I'm supposed to be in front so that she's supposed to be behind, so that everybody thinks that this is a proper relationship and that's the rules of relate. Like that's ego.
Yeah.
Versus the principle of, you can tell me it's ego and tell me it's toxic masculinity, but I walk in front because I don't want my girl bumping into somebody when we go around the corner. So fucking tell me it's, so that's how it's like, you could call that ego, but I mean, if it is, it's the ego God would have wanted us to have in nature to survive. So, aligning with that is cool, and letting go of everything that's not aligned with that. All these words people throw around, cool is not reactive, and when they are reactive, it's to high value things.
Yeah.
And that's why I think, people learn what is high value from celebrities, because they're unreactive to everything except these things. And that's how, marketing will come in and buy them to say, be reactive to this thing, react so much to this thing so that people think it's so valuable or whatever. And, so Cool. Feeling it. Hearing the other person. Is there anybody on stream? We got a bunch of people on stream. I saw the guy on, we were talking earlier. A bunch of people are on here. Even Bees Me's. Before we end it, is there anybody that would like to stream? If you're on Zoom, you have to turn your camera on if you want to unmute and talk. Just raise your hand first, though, so we don't get a cluster. Because all the people are lining up to go stream with us right now. We can feel it. We know you want to. Like a long line forming right now of, guys want to jump on the stream.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a lag, so we'll give it a second. Again, I'm Yogi Chris, guys, captain of IMC Nation, here at Eden Stream Team House, and with Sultan, guardian of Pegasus House, one of the highest ranks, King's Guard, ACD being the king of IMC Nation, and Yogi Chris being whatever is captain.
You have a big handlebar mustache next time I'm on the stream.
You're about to be there. Okay. DJ side effects. You got your camera on and your hand raised. What's up?
Oh, brothers, how are you guys doing?
Oh, sorry, it's muted on my end. Start over.
It's all good. How are you guys?
Man,
it's been the worst day ever.
I never know how to answer that. Like poetically, it's been existential. I've taken more responsibility today, positive interactions, and I'm living in the Tao, processing it as I live, balancing myself every moment of the day, so that I never lose balance. It's not like I'm jumping into handstands, falling out of handstands, jumping into handstands, falling out of handstands. Yeah. I'm jumping into handstand and staying there all day. And that's a stamina game sometimes. So sometimes I do come down for rest. But that's my Monday. Mars Day.
So you're practicing
war. I'm at war, bro.
I'm at war. Nice. Good. I'm glad you are surviving, and not only that, being most optimized in this survival.
Thriving.
That's it. You're right. Adaptable. I am surviving first. This is the philosophy of the beast, and how the beast process helps you adapt to every situation, because first you survive, then you adapt, then you thrive. And it's not that just because you're adapting, you're thriving. It's that you are adapting in order to thrive. Yeah. First you survive, then you adapt to thrive, and you keep going through that cycle. And I'm definitely adapting today, and I'm looking at thriving, and I'm feeling pretty good about it, man. I got everything I need. Communication is open, and I can live free. My imagination is present right now, and I feel in bliss about it. It's amazing, this life. At any moment, my parents could be dead. At any moment, a fucking plane could go through that roof. At any moment, some heart valve, or who knows. And I'm great. At any moment, we could be back. We were this morning. But I'm grateful that I got all my toes, all my fingers. I can see, I can taste. I got food.
Yep.
And really, I'm doing well in a lot of other instances. I mean, I have 2 girlfriends, and I'm talking to a whole bunch of hot strippers. So, there's that, and money's in the bank, et cetera, et cetera. But really, it's about the gratitude and the presence, and because that's I live simple. I live simple, man. But I push hard, because excellence, I don't know anything else. That's all I know what to do, is just go for excellence. And if that means I'm a spiritual guy, so I'm going for spiritual excellence. That's a thing that exists that I'm going for, and ain't nobody going to slow me down. And now I have men that count on me. And so it's very obvious if I slow down, even a mile per hour. So thankful for that too.
I love that. Great imagination and use and choice of words in describing how the day is for you. I love it. That right there in itself is a mini lecture in itself. Just if people know what they're watching, that in itself is a lot of value. So yeah, I just wanted to hop on and say thank you guys for streaming, because I didn't know you guys were on. So it's it's good when you guys talk and express. You guys are learning too, and it's.
How did you hear about the stream today? How did you find it? So I can, I have something to say on it, but I wanted to ask you that while we have you on.
Right. Yeah, I found you. Not found you, but I found it on, it just popped up on the masculine page on my YouTube.
Got it.
So I seen that and I hopped on.
That's so obscure, by the way.
Huh?
So, oh, it's not obscure. Never mind. I have two masculine YouTubes. I have my Light Masculinity, but you're talking about Masculine Mindset, the bigger one.
Yeah, yep, the mindset. Yep. So I just seen that
Yeah,
on and I just wanted to hop
cool.
on and see what you guys were
Cool.
talking about. Cause yeah, the
But then you
development
came
of the
to the
communication is all.
Then you came to the Zoom stream and the Zoom stream is, I don't think it's posted on the YouTube. So do you, from there, you see notification from YouTube, then do you go to the Telegram group?
Yep, that was the resource. I did that before I texted you. I actually telegrammed you, but then I seen it, so
Oh,
I hopped on. I didn't even
oh,
think, you know,
cool. No, I didn't see it because obviously I'm streaming on my device, but
you chill.
it's good to know people's route. Uh,
Right. Yeah.
because definitely the Telegram group is a great reference, but I think a lot of people mute it because there's too much messaging that's unrelated, uh, or for whatever reason. And so really activating that to be valuable, maybe starting new groups, maybe limiting everybody's
Mm,
ability to post so that only admins can post.
that
That
makes
way
sense.
it's kept to just announcements and things. And the guy is joining knowing that it's getting spammed with promos and announcements. That's what he's there for. He wants to know what the fuck is happening. And I may do something like that. I may start a whole new group. We'll see.
Okay.
But
Yeah. Well,
thank
I'm always keeping
yeah.
up with you guys. So I
And
mean,
that's good that
obviously, I'm
people have
not keeping up
notifications.
as fast as I should because you guys are moving at uh 800 miles an hour, which is amazing, and it's inspiring from my end, from the outside world, as you guys know. So
I
keep it
tell you,
up.
it's a full commitment. It's
Keep
full
it up. Yeah,
dedication.
you guys are fully in. Like you said earlier, it's like people say, "Oh, well, I'm 100% committed." It's like, no, not really, because like
Yeah.
it is. It's the full commitment of being able to make the life change, the lifestyle change, but still adapting to what you have. You know, like I mean, I don't know. I was there, I did it, but I didn't do it as successfully as I needed to. So you just learn from it and you continue advancing and developing that process. You know,
Yeah, you're
so
gonna, man. It's just like I told you, like
it's
either the
exciting.
sales program or the mind controlled hypnosis program, because you
Right.
have in your sphere of influence tentacles that are reaching into untapped resources and connections and doorways into new avenues that can expand you, that only require communication and the right words and concepts and timing and everything like that. And the mind control hypnosis camp and the sales training camp, both in a different way, very different way. The money alchemy sales program is definitely more geared at money, and the other one is more geared at seduction. But they both will are so at the quantum level able to be integrated into whatever you're doing in life, and they're so innovative and imaginative that it will expand your mind, and you will see avenues and doorways that you can walk through, and that a door that's cracked open that you didn't know, just in communication with certain people in your industry, DJing or marijuana or whatever else. You never know. It could be something totally
Yeah.
else.
This and
And
it's endless and it's endless. It's like I've even since the beginning, it's been, it's game is in life. It's the whole experience of
yeah,
what the thing is. It's not even about the female or it's not even about like obviously
no,
there's a genre of that and the direction you could take, but man, how aware I became with just the technology that I've been given. And so yeah, I'm always trying to keep up and like I
yeah,
said, you guys are
and
you
that's
guys
the
are
tech.
hauling butts. So it's good. I love seeing it. It's
Because
inspiring to me.
the tech here comes so much from the male female code, and it's to the point literally where see guys, they come into it, they are motivated by game, and then they try to push and get game, and you all don't realize guys online, guys online, guys online, guys everywhere, guys in person, everywhere, don't realize how difficult it is to go from where you're at to somebody that gets girls. That women are very difficult. That dating is difficult. AZ would say it's super easy, and yes, once you get it, it's easy. It's kind of like learning to grow a pot plant. It sucks to learn it if you're trying to teach yourself or whatever. But once you master it and figure it out, now you're at the innovation's edge, and you know how to grow a fucking great plant or whatever. And it's the same thing with a lot of things. I could
Right there.
get by with just a little bit of yoga now, and I'd still be excellent because I made it to excellence. But
Right.
to the route to getting there, a lot of suffering, a lot of struggle, and getting good with women. So guys will push to get there, thinking they've learned some potent shit, and I should be able to make some shit happen. And they may make one or two things happen, but they get discouraged, and then the push for women is not, it just gets discouraged. And that's the thing. You don't want to push for it. But as you learn all the other tech, all the mindset, all the communication, it will naturally happen. You will reach a turning point where you will effortlessly charm anybody within ear's reach. And you'll be so on code if you've learned, especially all the things like the mind control and hypnosis and the sales training, because that will align so many of your operation routines. For example, the way you communicate in business, the woman will overhear it. The way you communicate in business will convey pre-selection. The way you communicate in family relationships will have a level of care and understanding, and all of that will be born of a understanding of male and female psychology, how to communicate with men and women. Because the way AZD teaches sales and the way he teaches mind control hypnosis is 100% aligned with the DNA code of man and woman. So even though you're not learning that tech to get women, you're learning that if DJ Side Effects was to get that tech, he'd be learning that tech to expand his business and his influence socially through more masterful and commanding and really dominant finessing of communication, which brings with it so much. He'll convey so much wisdom and experience in communication because he'll be learning hyper advanced technique about it, which comes so much not in like, here's the word choice, here's the tonal inflection, here's the speech pattern, here's how to look and raise your eyebrow and whatever. It's more, here's how to think about the situation, how to shapeshift, how to see the other perspective, how to see the imagination for what it is and nurture it and grow it. And it's a real quantum level of communication influence that DJ Side Effects will make more than the money back that it costs for those trainings, and thereby for the rest of the year and the rest of the decade make so much more money because of those trainings and be able to integrate himself in the Vegas lifestyle easily, because it only costs $600 a month for rent here. And if you can only live here for 2 weeks out of the month, it's still worth it. And
for sure,
you're in a base, and then you can align with a base leader. Then you can be on dues and come out with us nightly whenever we do that. And that only takes what, 1 or 2 extra grand a month, which seems like a lot at a low income. But if you were to double your land, if you were to, man, with what's available. And so that's the aim. The aim is to not just empty your bank account to get the tech. It's to use the tech to make more money, to then get more tech, to then make more money, to ultimately integrate yourself as I have, where I make money administering the tech. But guess what? I was doing that already in 2016 and 15. 16, when I'm 15, yeah, when I'm teaching yoga and I'm teaching mindset and stories and teaching people about how their breath and body is connected with their mind and their thinking while they're doing yoga. And I set myself apart from all the other yoga teachers because I have deep, true understanding of psychology that's coming from the number one on the planet, as evidenced by the fact that everything a man is doing is to get ahead with the dating game. DJ Side Effects is going to grow a multi-million-dollar farm system and DJ to the highest venues on the planet and be the best dad that he can be, ultimately because he wants the most beautiful women to be with him the way he wants them to be with him. That's and while spiritually blissed out and ecstatic and enlightened.
Right.
So there's nothing above God, but God wants you to get the most beautiful women. If you're the most righteous and powerful man, he wants the most beautiful women with you. And
Amen,
you want
brother.
the most righteous and powerful man, because man, if you're really about God, God would want nothing less from you.
Amen. So, yeah. God is with me currently and at all times, bro. So it's only of the divine that I receive all the blessings that continue to fall. Hey, this guy that continue to fall into my life, even with the technology, I say technology, but even with the growth and develop of like learning different systematic pieces to the puzzle from Mirage. So like, that's why I'm a firm believer of all of what, that's why I'm still around, bro. Cause I see it in my life. I see it with the communication skill level of, getting better.
Around if it doesn't benefit them. We're in the business of self and personal development.
100%. Exactly.
About it. You stick around because it benefits you to stick around.
Yeah. That's why I'm here. That's why I appreciate it. That's why you guys are online and I'm over here hanging out with you guys. That's
true too. That's dope. The Wi-Fi does that, and we want to do more streaming. I'm going to be streaming with Zay tomorrow here at the very Eden House. I get Fernando on, shy about it, but he'll do it a couple days, I think. And then we'll rotate. Who knows? Maybe get Octavio in. Maybe go back with Sultan. Let's keep the dialogues going. And of course, I recommend the next steps for everybody that evolves you, because I am ultimately a student and a practitioner of the AZD method. AZD is the teacher, and like it's not a marketing gimmick. Like what he teaches, like for example in messengers this round, is unimaginable. Literally, it is imaginable, but it's outside your imagination. It's beyond, and it expands you and it pulls you into deep reaches of the cosmos of your mind, where you can extract superpowers. There's a version of you that has this and that quality, that you have untapped abilities, that your own blockages, like Armando Vargas, blockages and locks in your mind are inhibiting you from expressing your potential. And so you are less able as a human man than you could be. And so AZD teaches processes to unlock that. That's the messenger. So get on.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's one of the next steps. It'll happen. It takes time. I mean, in you guys are moving at 800 miles an hour, and like you said, you've been at it for a long
and so
time.
however fast you can come up with the money, man, because that's all it is.
Exactly.
It's mind control hypnosis. It's the sales program, and it's the messengers. If that's your bent, if what you want is, you know, subconscious clearing power, Jedi shit, then that's the messengers. And it's built on a ladder. There's a progression of technology here. So, you know, the things that I minister to you, DJ Side Effects, is very particular for you.
Right. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. And thank you guys for taking the time to get on and do your stream and talk to me for a second. All of it was very valuable. It's always knowledge when you guys drop it. So thank you.
Salute. Share it also whenever you can. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Any thoughts about what I said?
There's a lot. I would say, you know, I was imagining going back in time, like in high school, like being so many moments being in high school or being like all these get-togethers. If I knew what I knew now,
dude,
man,
you'd be a hero.
Murder. I would destroy everybody socially. Man, I would have just like, fuck. I would have been like solid on all my interactions with all the women, all the men, everybody. And I was just thinking about that. Like if I could go back in time in high school and after high school, getting out of high school, going to like so many of these get-togethers and parties, like fuck, that was pretty cool. I just had like this really dope time travel moment where I just went back in time and like fixed a lot of my karma, you could say, a lot of interactions. So that was cool.
Yes.
Yeah, because you know
because of what I said.
I don't remember if it was what you said. I honestly don't remember what started it, but I think it was something about the tech. Because a lot of you guys like, I get the condition you're in, bro. Because I was in, we talk to a lot of guys that are wanting to learn this art form, and when you talk to these guys, you start to see that you were in a similar condition to them, but that was like fucking 400,000 light years ago, and they're like still stuck in that position, like they're just stuck in this. They're still stuck in like high school, basically. Like the guy might be 30 years old, but he's still stuck in high school because he still can't get the girl that he wanted in high school. And this is literally like going back and like fixing all those moments when you learn this art form. Because you could. There are techniques to go back and fix in what do you call it? In your Akashic records, you can go back and fix many moments where you made mistakes in your interactions. Like that's a technique that AZD taught. I don't remember what camp it was.
Well, like I said, it's people valuing themselves in their life, you know, because quantum shifting and changing yourself, changing your whole timeline, changing your future, you got to really love yourself. And so guys that, you know, they fall out of love with themselves. And
because you're chasing the girl. You've lost yourself in the woman. Yeah. And everything you do is for her.
The woman is lost.
And everything we do is for her too. But not like that. With the awareness, bro, because you have forgotten God. She's your God. The woman became your God. That's where you made a mistake. And you're moving forward with her as God in your mind. And that's why you're suffering, because you've forgotten God, and everything you do and say and your thoughts are all about her, but you deny it all the time. Because that's what guys do. Like when you talk to them, they deny it. I'm not here for girls. I'm here for spiritual enlightenment or some shit. It's like, bro, you can't even handle a woman. You're not going to be spiritually enlightened.
Source of all suffering is ignorance, and the biggest ignorance on earth is with women.
Exactly.
The biggest ignorance. I have to move on to the next thing.
Yeah, what time is it?
It's about 7.
Yeah,
So-
perfect timing.
Yeah, that's a great talk, everybody. This was streamed to multiple platforms. And if you're interested in talking more about this stuff, then hit us up. You know, I see a lot of the guys that were on Telegram or TikTok, Instagram, everything. Tomorrow, look forward to another show. Join the Telegram group. Ask us about that. Get involved. You know, this is just a stream between Guardian, Sultan, Kingsguard, and Captain of IMC Nation, Yogi Chris. We have stream tomorrow with AZD at 10 a.m. And I don't want to DM 1,000 people about it. I got a goddamn Telegram group. Join the Telegram group. So I post the link in there, and you can come to a free stream with AZD like 2-3 times a week, 4 times a week. I post it there. So that's what I recommend. And all kinds of other stuff going on. So
Yeah, and I know last thing people ask me what Kingsguard is. When we're out at night, I'm AZD's bodyguard. So that's what Kingsguard means. It's just different language, but bodyguard is what the
we live in a fantasy world, and it works. And we make our money from it. We live free from it. We have relationships from it. We pick up the finest women in Las Vegas with it. And we live in it ethically amongst each other in a way that 30 guys can live with each other. So it might sound ridiculous, but it's fine. There's a band of 30 guys on Earth of 10 billion people that doesn't have to play the game that you guys gave us. We live better.
exactly. And your mom thinks we're handsome.
That's at least him. I don't think she thinks I'm handsome. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you on the next one. Oh.